Shri Ravinder Kumar, Sales Manager, Mechelonic Engineers Private Limited. Shri Ravinder has over 19 years of experience at Mechelonic, a pioneer in resistance welding. He plays a key role in promoting rail welding solutions, including the rail flash butt welder, supporting Indian railways and global markets. Moreover, the firm's product portfolio includes spot, seam, and flash butt welding machines, most notably the rail flash butt welder developed for Indian railways. With branch offices in New Delhi and Kolkata, the company supports turnkey projects, custom solutions, and robust service infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention and may I request you all to please welcome on stage Shri Ravinder Kumar. Can we all please welcome him? Can we give him an energetic round of applause?
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to begin by thanking the rail analysis team and respected members present here. Thank you for giving this opportunity to speak about Mechelonic engineers and work with railways. As introduction says, we have building resistance welding machines more than 40 years and serve many industries. But today I will focus our journey with railways, which began in late 90s and still going strong. As all of us aware that railway are often called lifeline of transportation, enabling the efficient movement of people and goods over long distances to ensure safe, reliable, and high-speed train operation. The rail themselves must be smooth and continuous. Any gap or poor quality of joints can give discomfort and even safety risk. This is where rail flash butt welding plays a vital role. Before I speak about rail flash butt welding plant, I just want to give a short introduction about Mechelonic engineers. That was established in 1980 by our founder, Mr. K.P. Antony sir, having HO in Mumbai. We have multiple manufacturing units. One in Vapi, it is in Gujarat. Other one is Vasai, outside of Mumbai, and latest one in Bangalore. We have sales and service in each metro cities to ensure immediate support to our customers and quick support for installation training. As we have 4 decades of experience in designing and manufacturing, that's why we are one of the oldest company in the field of resistance welding. So I think by the name of welding, everybody knows what is welding. The same, welding is a process to joining metal parts. Primarily it is for sheet metal industries. Also, few other applications out of them which we'll discuss in earlier slides. As I told you that we make resistance welding machines, we are completely support entire solution including design, production, setup and support. We have ready-made models for typical needs like spot welding, projection welding, seam weldings, and other machines for as per applications. We have also designed customized, unique machines for special applications like, I can say, fuel tank welding, transformer radiators, grating machines, container lines, etc. We can deliver turnkey projects also for welding machines. We also provide sales and maintenance of welding plants. This is because metal joining is used everywhere, from packing industries to aerospace, railways, steel, nuclear power. We are everywhere. We cater to automobile sector, in which two-wheeler segment, four-wheeler segment, commercial vehicle segments are uses lot of welding machines. Because we serve so many industries, we confidently say we built more welding machine and they are bigger, better and faster than anyone else in India. Over the years, we have built a reputation to tackle difficult jobs that others can't do. We often design and build things for the first time in India, helping the Indian manufacturing industry by replacing expensive or hard to import foreign equipments. We also design machines as per suit local conditions like environment effect or different world cultures. So, the rail flash butt welding plants. To give a brief history of rail flash butt welding plants in India, there is a little story about it. By the late 80s, railway had a number of plants spread across the country. As these all plants are imported plants, the biggest problem railway is facing, as these machines are not suited to our environment. Also, service and spare support are very difficult to get them. That's why the machine is facing continued failure, breakdowns. Either spares are not available, person are not available, service team is not available, or it is very expensive or maybe time taken. That's the time when we stepped in. We stepped in by helping railways to overhauling these plants and bring them in good working condition. With our work provided to railways, the railway team honored us with AMCs for these plants and give clearance to supply spares for these plants. So, in early 90s, the Railway Board gave clearance for a new plant to set up at Northeastern Railway in a small town called Gonda. This was the complete greenfield project in a remote location. At that time, Gonda has almost no infrastructure or industry at that time. This is the machine photographs for joining rails together. This was the first time when government approved building an entirely Indian design rail flash butt welding plants. Again, I feel proud to say that with our services provided to railway honored by giving clearance to build rail flash butt welding by Mechelonic engineers. We can say it is first Indian plant. It was commissioned in early 95. Despite of various challenges, we have completed and handed over this plant on time. And this achievement proved India could build these complex machines. Some of technical innovations at that time done. In this machine, we have given independent stripping unit. After resistance welding or after flash butt welding, there is a metal comes out. That's the machine which is stripping the rails. Also, for these machines, we have given, as all of you know, all of us knows that control is important part of the machines. We have given analog control. Again, as the control is analog, we have given complete data recording system so that every part, every weld can be monitored easily. Also, for this each joint, we can check graphical representation for closely monitors what's about each welds or each weld rails. Finally, machine is also designed for local conditions for maintenance-free operation. These design features which we built in machine help the Gonda plant to run smoothly over 30 years, and that's why we can say it is consistently the best performing plant all over India. Also, the production which this plant gives, it is, I can say 20 joints per hour, and this 20 joints per hour, this specification is mentioned in RDO specification also. This plant marked the start of new indigenous era where Swadeshi Indian-made machines used for joining rail tracks, meeting the railways needs successfully. After the Gonda plant, Railway Board policy change. Instead of setting new plants, they asked Bhilai Steel to supply welded rails. We helped Bhilai to set up first long rail project in which we have done automation, integration and help to set up these plants, and this was commissioned in around 2006. Around 2015, as railway is expanding and demand increasing for more rails, Indian Railway initiated for new direction for set up new flash butt welding plants or upgradation of old plants. RDSO was working for a new specification for rail welding plants. We have contributed to that process. Many of them standards are new. Specifications come from what we did at Gonda. Initial plants for upgradation is 6 plants. Finally, they have decided to go 2 plants. So, again, new generation flash butt plant introduced. This was made in around 2021. It was a challenging to build at that time due to COVID situations. And this plant was supplied to South Central Railway at Secunderabad, and it was commissioned in January 23. This machine was now integrated with stripping function, inbuilt stripping function, also auto alignment of rail, which were not earlier, also auto stripping of joints, reduce operator error, ensure weld meets quality standards, fully digital control, and upgraded data recording so that everybody can check for data for each welds. And we are pleased to announce that we have received a performance certificate from South Central Railway for 2 years trouble-free operation for rail flash butt welding system along with associate accessories, including other machines like pre-straightening, post-straightening machines. Earlier setup plant in Gonda is now upgraded. This contracted is awarded by Railway to us. We are in process of execution for that Gonda plant. For Gonda plant, this machine was upgraded and built in 3 months ahead of schedule time. Installation almost completed, commissioning underway. We are expecting to complete by October. We are fully geared to meet future needs with innovation solution for rail flash butt welding, but applications like application WCMS. So there is one more application which we are under process. This is special type of railway track components used at track junction for turnout where train crossing from one track to another. There are some revised standard for CMS crossing. We have done initial discussion with customers. We have taken our trials for this. For welding, we have done all the parameters, machine designing and engineering we have done. So, for CMS crossing welding, we have done initial discussion with manufacturers, done first welding trials we have taken, proof of concept we have taken, and parameter for doing the weld, it is also established. Machine designing and engineering is underway. So this is the photographs for joining WCMS weldings. As India expands its rail network, more welded tracks and WCMS will be needed to support faster, safer and more comfortable travels. We are ready with replacement of rail flash butt welders, also replacement of pro and post straightening presses, addition of automatic rail brushing machines, upgradation of rail flash butt welding system, modernized control or WCMS welding. For the entire plant, I just want to show you a video. This is basically complete plant. In this is pre-straightening machines. This complete plant for railway track welding. This is one parts of the machine is called rail and bracing. Before welding, both end of the tracks needs bracing. And finally come to rail flashpot welding. This is a kind of welding which take place for welding of rails. Thank you for your attention. We are proud to be a part of Indian Railway story and look forward to continue journey together. I am happy to answer any question, discussion or your valuable suggestion. Thank you.